I am super excited for this one today. Welcome to Drop Duchy. This is a new hybrid roguelite game that is combining deck building roguelikes with Tetris. Okay, and it's kind of following that common theme we've been seeing here in the past couple of months, where roguelike games are starting to we've kind of gone and done everything with them. So now it's the idea of grabbing other genres and doing kind of genre mashups where instead of a roguelike deck builder, it's a roguelike deck builder plus other genre. And it's a really exciting kind of twist and change to the gaming industry. Drop Duchy is one I've had on my wish list for quite some time, and I have been very excited to check it out. Unfortunately, I get to do that today, and I get to do it sponsored. So massive thank you to Sleepy Mill Studio for sponsoring this episode of Drop Duchy. You can check out the demo right now, link in the description down below. Game release is April this year. The demo does have, so there's 3 characters in the game right now, which you can see right here. We're gonna do the tutorial here in a second, but there's 3 characters. There's like 3 acts per run. Right now the demo is 1 character, 1 act. So plenty of other content to come in the full release. And you can kind of see that if we take a look at the collection here. There's like a lot of cards in the game to choose from for something like this. So it should be relatively exciting, is what I'm going to say. I think that this is a very, very unique and interesting little game. So let's check it out. We'll do the tutorial and figure out how to play. So our duchy is under attack. We're going to need to progress through the map in order to reach and defeat 3 mighty bosses. Again, 1 boss in the demo. During each act, you'll collect resources, upgrade your deck, and prepare your strategy to overcome the region's boss. This is our health, basically our defense, right? If it reaches 0, you lose. Good day, sir. Must restart. So to start, let's go down our map. You can kind of see this is a Slay the Spire style grid that you're going to be going down. We can navigate and see what's going to be later on in the grid. But for the tutorial here, let's just go. So a peaceful region, no enemies here. 50% plains, 50% forest. The important thing to know here, if we take a look at our resources down here in the bottom right, we've got food, which is earned by exploring plains and fields. We have wood that is earned by exploring forests. This is 50% plains, 50% forest, so we have potential to get both wood and food. In like every scenario, you're going to have some combination of plains and forests, but that can dictate, decision making that you're going to choose when you have multiple options here. Maybe your run is more forest focused, in which case you would want to go with an area that is more forest focused. So that's where some of the decision making comes in. It's actually a very, very deep game that I'm not sure I know the strategies to play yet. So this should be interesting. And I'm trash at Tetris, absolutely abysmal at it. So basically you'll be downloading the game to play it better than me momentarily. And you can do that with the link in the description. So each round, pieces are going to come in a random order. We will have to place them in the grid. When we complete a line, I trigger an exploration. So a Tetris is effectively an exploration in this game. Every terrain on that line will grant you resources. And then there's other buildings that can do other things with activation to get even more resources or to get military, which we're going to see in a little bit. So simple controls. It's not super difficult to understand what's going on. I can move this piece around. They do slowly start to drop, but it's really slow. Like you can see, that was not me manually moving it. So you have a lot of time to make your decisions, while still not infinite, okay? So let's start here. We'll drop you down. I can throw a piece into reserve, which is obviously like completely useful at times to do. I can pull out like maybe this guy right here, and then this guy right here, and that explores a line. And each of the plains tiles gave us 3 food, which is exciting. Here's now a farm. So in range 1, turn every plain into a field. And this is kind of, it will work retroactively as well. So if I now grab my big long boy here, and I put you down, that's going to update and turn that into a field as well, which is very nice. So let's get some more lines. Here you can see the forest tiles giving me some wood, which is very exciting. Let's slip in you right here. And then, honestly, I love the idea of putting in our wood clearer. And I'm going to put you in... I'm honestly, like, looking at the setup right now, and I don't love it. I'm going to put you here just to get our Tetris line. And you can see the fields actually give us 10 food per, which is much better, right? That's much better than the 3 per on the plains. So you can see how synergies are going to kind of happen with this. Let's put you down here. That's going to immediately convert those. And then we can think about, like, one of these. I think I like something... I actually don't like that. I think I'm going to do something like this. Which I didn't necessarily love that either, but I see we have a nice long piece coming. We can put these around like this. That converts another one right there, which is completely fine. And now we get a nice multi-line exploration, +2 for each. And things start to really flow. I mean, this is some top-tier Tetris, man. I kind of cooked on this one. That went pretty well. So 175 food, 92 wood. What do you use food and wood for? You'll find out. Okay, so after each round, select a new random card to add to the deck. Here's the details of the card. I'll explain it. You don't need to worry. Top right is basically the value of the card. So as we upgrade the card, it will become stronger, and then this number will rise. The top left is basically what you need to upgrade it. So if we wanted to upgrade this to level 2, I need 200 wood and 200 food, which obviously is the reason why you collect resources, right? Then each of these cards is a military card. So that's the little icon over here, plus it says military on it. These military units are going to attack the enemies in our maps. In that case, it was a peaceful area, so there was no enemy for us to attack. But if there is an enemy to attack, then the military cards are going to come into play. So for instance, this watchtower, it recruits 1 archer for each plane and field within range. It's got a range of 2. You can kind of see the range icon here to the right. This is an axeman or a pikeman or something, right? Recruits 3 for each adjacent plane or field, +5 if adjacent to at least 6 planes or field. And then the ranger base, recruit 2 archers for each connected forest piece. So this is where you can start to see, like, if we're going with a very forest-focused build, then this is pretty good. I think that because we have the lumber guy that chops down forests, this is not the best scenario for me right now. Now you're going to ask, what's the difference between the archer and the pikeman? Game's going to explain that in a second, and I don't want to accidentally get it wrong. So let's take the rally points, and then let's hop in. So we've got resources, visit deck management. Here's where we can see our deck, and if we had the resources to upgrade, which we don't, this is where we could do so. So let's head up, obtain another building card here to add to our deck. It's a military, and here's your troop icons, right? So certain types are stronger against others or weaker against others. Should not have clicked through that as fast, but I think I remember it. Archers are strong against axes. Axes are strong against swords. Swords are strong against archers. So the enemy may be certain types. We're going to want to probably be, like, balanced. You're going to want to have a little bit of each. And then there's ways that we can convert them into others when we get into the combat on the grid. It gets a little confusing and a little complicated, which is part of the strategy of the game. And you'll see that here in a second in the tutorial. So we grabbed a pikeman, I think that it would be intelligent to grab an archer, and using the same logic that we're going to be getting rid of forest, I'm going to take a watchtower, okay? And then we're going to go. So upcoming region has enemies. Prepare the military buildings and select the region with terrains that fit your deck. In this case, we want more plains, less forest, okay? So let's go into this one, 75% plain. And then we'll select what buildings we want to use and take a look at all the things, right? So, yes, all good things here. Right now you can see we're going to have 12 plain terrain. We're going to have 4 forest terrain. And you can see which kind they're going to be, too. Well, actually, that's not the exact kind they're going to be because that's way more than 4 that they showed. So, still random for the Tetris pieces. They're going to have 1 pikeman and 1 archer. And the crazy part is that this is the enemy deck. We're going to have to place down these onto the grid. So we're balancing optimizing ours, right? Which I'm going to grab this rally point. I'm also going to spend 50 food to unlock another slot and give us our watchtower, right? But we're going to have to balance getting our units and balance placing theirs in a way where they don't get as many units so that our combat is better. And this is the layers of difficulty and layers of strategy that come into this game, man. It's honestly kind of crazy in my opinion. Like there's a lot to think about for what on the surface looks like a Tetris roguelike, right? So enemy buildings, place them in a way that minimizes their effect. At the end of the round, you'll solve the battle by selecting which group attacks which, and you'll kind of see how that goes. So let's put you down in the corner, okay? The idea here, so you want to be adjacent to plains and fields. Let's just not put you next to plains and fields, man. I know that seems like such an easy decision. It may be a little trickier than that. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. This is where I'm really having a good think right now. I think I like the idea. I know that the wood clearer is like not what you want to see right now. But I think that it's largely irrelevant for this run. So I'm going to put this sucker right here. We're going to get 19 units now out of this. And the awesome part is that we're going to be able to convert those into plains, and then this is going to snag them, which is perfect. And then we can continue to build up a couple of forests here. So how am I going to handle this area down here? It's a good question. I'm going to start by doing this. We're going to start by doing this. I think I like this right here. And then you turn plains into fields. Let's put you here. Keep in mind we still get resources by completing lines. So we need to be a little careful, right? You're going to get a little bit of energy out of this tile. But I think that it's a minuscule enough amount that I'm chill with it. And we get the line exploration. And then I can feel good about something like this that converts those. And we have some pretty big plays coming here in the future. Your watchtower is on its way. And looking at the grid, I love how some of this is going to transpire. It's quick thinking, looking at knowing the 3 you have coming changes the way you think about your build like a lot, man. It changes a lot. I know that you might not see it yet, but it's going to get messy, okay? So this is now where good multi-line exploration. This is where our watchtower is amazing. He's up to 21 because he gets more for fields. So that was a pretty big play right there. I think that this is probably a mistake, but I was running out of time, so that's okay. Let's get another line, and then the reality is that this is kind of just end, so it's good. Now we get into combat. So troops are in place. It's time to fight. Select groups in the order you want. and then confirm the sequence once everyone is in. So when two groups of the same camp merge, they add the forces. The new group's type is the type of the bigger group. Okay? So we can use that to our advantage, right? Two groups of opposite camps fight, they subtract the forces. In a favorable fight, the advantage group has 50% strength. So if we can, you know, effectively say our axemen are kind of useless here because they're weak against the archers. So we can say, but these guys are strong against this. So like we could draw a line from this to this. And that would be, we'd have 11 people left over, give or take, right? Because the 50% advantage, no, it's actually going to be way more. In this case, it doesn't really matter, I think. Let's bring you to here. Then bring you to here, and then to here. Because we don't want to run the pikemen first against the archers. We could run pikemen against pikemen, but we might as well take the advantage. This is where it starts to get complicated, right? I think this is good. So this is going to attack. We win with 14. This is just a draw, so we win with 3, and then we come in and we finish up, and we have 28 people left. Now, you lose defense for each enemy left on the grid, but I gain gold equal to the enemies that are on, equal to my people that are on the grid. So I gain 28 gold out of that. And I think that's lovely. And we get our resources. And that's that. That's the tutorial, okay? So now we get to hop into a real run and see what is going on and how we kind of fare in this. So I'll play on normal because I'm not a coward. Here's your 3 different characters, Duchy, Republic, and the Order. Unfortunately, Republic and Order not available in the demo, but you can wishlist the game. Link in the description down below to play those 2 when the game releases. Let's start. So we have a farm. We know what the farm does. Turns plains into fields. It does have range 2 to start. It's an upgraded lad, which is awesome. And then we have our watchtower, and then we have a wood clearer. We know all about you. You are also range 2, which is good. So let's hop in. Let's start making some decisions, man. Both peaceful regions. More wood here. More is kind of just equal here. What comes after this? Just obtain a card. And then we get into our regions. And we kind of get our choice between all of these. So I'm not really sure it matters where we go here. Looking at our upgrades, food is going to be more important, I think. So, and we know that in order to get more cards in our deck, we need food. So I think I'm going to not go less plains. I'm going to go equal here. And kind of just run with it. This will be a nice, easy one. We don't have any enemies. It's just build effective Tetris, man, which is a problem for a lad like me. But I will be fine. I'm going to build this right here. This watchtower I do not care about yet. I'm going to have to care about it, but we're going to put this here. Let's get this down into here. Is it possible? Frick. Okay, that's horrible. Yeah, that's absolutely terrible. Okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Fortunately, we don't have any enemies, so we can afford to have this kind of messed up land here. We're gonna get a little funky. I'm gonna place you down here. Then I'm going to go with a watchtower here. We need to slip the wood clearer into here. It's not terrible. Okay, that's not terrible. Give me my farm now, right here. Then we can go. Keep in mind this is just for extra gold, so it doesn't Doesn't really matter right now, which I think is a good thing. Let's swap to here to place you. Gain a little bit more gold. That's good. Then we'll swap you, bring you down. A multi-line exploration is lovely. Probably intelligent to do this. I'm going to be very stuck here in a second. But I would love you to be able to place that. That's actually a massive resource bonus, man. Obviously, this was not ideal, and we're gonna try to not do something like that in the future. I mean, just horrible, actually. Just absolutely horrible. 226 food, 80 wood. Huge miss on a lot of the wood, but that's life. Okay, that's life. It's our first run, so it'll be okay. Technology cards now appear. Each technology has a unique effect, and I can upgrade them. They don't need to be selected for each round. Effect is always active. Okay. So military buildings recruit 2 extra people for each production building. It's like fine, in my opinion. Exploring a terrain square, you have a 5% chance to get double the resources. I think early this is kind of nice. I don't really care about the ranger base, man. Especially because we already have archers. I like the idea of diversifying our military profile. I'm going to take lucky finds. I don't think it's amazing. But we'll take it for now. It's an expensive upgrade, too. We have 14 gold. It's at 150 for it. So, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Production building card or a military building card? I think you need a military that isn't an archer. So, sends 8 to each allied military building aligned with it. Is just not good enough. It has to be the rally point. And we go archer, pikeman, and we go. So several paths ahead, sometimes allowing you to avoid combat and have a peaceful round. But if we avoid combat, the boss gets stronger. So this becomes now some interesting questions. We're definitely plains focused again. So this is great, but do I really want to buff the boss? Not really. So I think I'm going to go hostile region here. That also gives us the ability to go either wood or gold to obtain bonus resources up here. I think this is a safe bet. And we get a little bit of combat in, which I think is intelligent for us. So give me my rally point. I don't think I can upgrade anything. Yeah, we need way more resources. You have archers and swordsmen. That's actually great for me. Because we can focus our pikemen onto the swordsmen and then figure out what to do with the archers, right? I think this is going to be okay. It needs to be a strong resource collecting round for us. So let's make it happen. The watchtower early, I think, is just atrocious. I think it's terrible. Let's get this down into here. Let's get this right here. And then we can just start to build some more space. So you send 8 to each allied military building aligned with it. So that would be in row and column. I think that should be fine, to the point where I'm actually just going to put you down here. That eliminates now the need for row on this. I also think that we don't mind this. And then we can really have a good think about this watchtower, man. Now, that ranger base wants connected forest. That's actually amazing for us. It's an incredible scenario for us. We love that. Okay. Put this... See, we want to mess around with the wood clear. So we're going to get a little wonky, and I'm going to lay down... do I want to lay this down? We can also just kind of infinitely make decisions by swapping these, which feels unfair. But but it's just a demo. I'm sure the balance concerns like this will square away. Plus, it makes me feel like I'm losing my mind, which is definitely accurate too. We want wood on top of this so it can clear it. But we want our watchtower to maximize plains and fields. And we have our rally point coming that wants plains. I think I have to go with something like this. But that is bad. Because a double vertical over here is going to be really hard to get. I don't know why this is a surprisingly hard decision for me. And I know you're going to tell me, Tyler, just make a decision. Okay, I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to put this here. I know that we lose out a little bit on the plays there. But then I can lay this directly down. We don't get extra of these. You're not connected to forest. I think that that's not bad, man. I think that's not bad. And then you can do something like this. Let's watchtower here. I know it doesn't seem great yet, but the idea is that I then swap to here. We get some exploration. I'm still trying to get resources. Like, it's the delicate balance between all of this. Let's go. You're looking for connected forest still. Swap real quick to save some time. Turn adjacent forest into a plain. That's okay as long as we keep you out of the general area. We want to put you in a spot that's going to collect a lot of plains. So right here is good. Then we have to cut our losses on this tile right here. But I think that that's okay. We still get some wood out of it. You still benefit from a couple more of those. And we still get a line explorer for our resources. Now, adjacent forest into plains, not a concern. So let's just put you down. That does not count as adjacent. So this can go right here. It's not actually very good, though. It's not very good. We love the plains there. We need plains here. Put that there. This farm. Well, put this here. And then, to be honest with you, this is a bit of a wacky one, but I love this play. Into putting a farm into here. That converts those into fields, which is going to buff the watchtower with even more enemies. We look really good from a military perspective. Especially here as well. Because this guy then gets buffed. He gets his bonus 5 and the 3 from there. I mean, dude, this feels very decent for me. And then we can just start to kind of build lines. And let's just maximize. I'm only able to place one of these, so let's prioritize getting one more line. Because otherwise we can't get a line. Yeah, okay. I genuinely think that this is the most banger scenario that we can have. You go into here, you go into here, then we're going to collect archers, and then we're going to fight you. And then, I mean, it should be a slaughter. It should be an absolute slaughter. Now we have a million of these guys. We are weak against you. I should have, I mean, I guess it didn't really matter. That's a good turn, man. That's a good turn. 314 food now, 186 wood. We come out of it with some gold. I kind of love it. I kind of love it. Do we want swords? I genuinely think that this card sucks. So I don't really want to use it. But another farm. It is a 1x1 farm. Maybe we want a way to really do something with forest, man. So I'm going to take the lumber camp. Maybe dumb. There is a play here that is interesting. I'm also going to... I think I'm going to take extra wood. instead of gold. Because we only have one card that can be upgraded with gold. So let's go wood here. And then this will allow me to get an upgrade. Ooh, interesting. Sacrifice a fraction of our defense to obtain even more wood. I mean, dude, having 586 wood would go crazy. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. 10 gold for... Ah, okay. So 10 gold, and I can get back some defense. Fascinating. Okay. Oh, and now we have the trading fair. So what's going on here? Exchange a random level 1 card from your deck for another random card. I won't be doing that. Thank you. Wow, this is insane, man. 250 wood for 500 gold. This would pay back our health. Okay, well, I mean, let's run the math. So we just got 200 extra wood. So to get us back up to full is 200 gold. We still profit a lot from this, right? I think we profit a lot from this. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to spend... I might as well go up to like 40. I don't even have to go all the way up, but then we can upgrade this for 150. 15%. Oh, no, it's 10 now. Okay. I was like, holy crap, man. 15% would be insane as an upgrade. Just adding 10% to that. Even 10% is doubling its worth from before. Going 10 to 15, I don't think is as worth it. But 5 to 10 is huge. And then here, we can still get another upgrade. This turns into... Holy crap, a range of 3 is insane, man. That's insane, but I almost think that going with a military upgrade, 4 for each adjacent, 10 for... That's pretty good. And then this turns into 2 for each plane, 4 for each field. Still a range of 2. They're weaker upgrades. This is really, really good for extra resources. Yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is insane for extra resources because those fields are going to more than double the amount of food we get. This feels like the right decision to me. This doubles the wood. This doubles the wood. I'm gonna upgrade the farm, man. And then the crazy part is I can still upgrade another thing. So I might as well upgrade... Let's upgrade the wood clearer. Mainly because in a second we're going to see... Well, just kidding. I'm gonna take wheat. Because taking wheat, and I'm not gonna take extra. We need a little bit of wheat in order to... Extra wood. We need the wheat to buy a new slot to slip our lumber camp in. But I don't mind more wood. Instead of going peaceful. This doesn't really help us, and it buffs the boss. It does mean we go double hostile. But I kind of like it, okay? I kind of like it. Because now, if I spend the 100 here and we throw in our lumber camp, now we have ways to turn... Like, the wood clearer can turn this extra forest into plains that then allows us to fuel our mega farm and watchtower. You have swords, which is good because these guys are better, and my watchtower is strong against this. I actually feel like we are in very good shape, and I'm pleased about it. Okay. So, what is our strategy right now? Lumber camp just wants connected forest. I feel like putting it down here early is completely fine. Okay. And then we just make sure that we get wood touching that area. Now, you want to be connected to fields, so I think slapping you over there is going to be fine. Our wood clearer, we do not want to mess around with yet. In the future, will be great. But for now, not too interested. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily love this, but it's fine. We just have to be careful how we build the bottom down here. I don't think it's going to like me trying to like T-spin this piece into here. So I'm going to prepare for that a different way and go like this instead. Now, wooden fortress turns adjacent forest into plain. It's a perfect thing to smack over there. And then we can slide this sucker into here. We're building where we need a long, skinny lad. Which can be a little spicy. Can be a little spicy. Maybe it's a good time for a wood clearer. I think it might be, man. I think it might be. This guy still does not profit from that. And we can lay this down, profit from that. And then we can really think about just slapping a farm down right here. And now we have fields. We need this long, skinny lad right here. And then that will be so good for me. I'm going to put this here. Here's your watchtower. I need the long, skinny lad first. So let's prioritize that. I'm going to regret this. But I think you have to do it. The placement of these does matter right now. And we need to place it as such. Boy, I like really hate this guy. Swap it for a second. Because I'm not in love with that idea. He needs to be in a much better spot. This is the spot that I want to put it in. I know it looks insane, but the reality is we can't put it there. I mean, that's we're asking for nonsense. And we can't really place it anywhere else. So maybe you go... Okay, we're going to place the watchtower here, which is still good. It's still good. Then this has to go down here. That makes a rally point better on this tile right here. You would have 1, 2, 3, 4, but then this guy would not be... Nah, we can't put the rally point there, man. I need you to be stronger. It has to be like this here. Which is good, because now farm is going to convert you, and then watchtower is going to gain the extra benefit. Okay. Then the rally point's going to slide in really nice there. This is what I like. I really like that play. That buffs that up real nice. Another line. This is where like these fields are buffing our food like crazy, man. It's really, really nice. Now, looking at our pieces coming... I like hate it. I absolutely hate it. I do think I'm going to put this right here. And the idea now, you need aligned buildings. Just put you here. I mean, that buffs you. I mean, I don't necessarily like you, but I like this play, so I'm going to do that. We may have to cut our losses on this right here. Or, you know what? I mean, this would align you a little. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I love this if I could T-spin the piece into here, but I can't. And I can't do it like that either. Let's cut our losses on... No, I can't do that either. Oh, man. I'm telling you, you just run into some really tricky decisions with some of this. I'm gonna... but I need this to be higher up. I'm gonna tell you, though, we don't have... We probably don't have another planes in the deck. So I am going to put you here. This is a lot of enemies, though. We don't actually have a lot of military on this one, man. I have to get a wood cleared. I have to get this piece dropped right here. That is everything for me. So how do I make that happen? I make that happen by dropping this piece here. And then dropping this piece here. And then dropping you in. It's the only viable approach here. Because then that converts and you get another 2. 18 of those is pretty good. And we get our bonus, which is very nice. Then your training camp slides really nicely into here. Completes another line. Is all about, like, slow optimization, man. Slow optimization. Okay. Can I defeat you? Is the question of the hour. I'm not honestly sure we can. But if we're going to, it has to be this to here, then to here, and go down the line. I do think that we potentially lose this battle. But keep in mind we're strong against this guy. So it's going to be close. It's a perfect draw. Okay. Okay. I think that we take great pride in this, man. It kind of works. It kind of works. Dude, the game is so good. It's so good. It's just, like, really fascinating how it works out. I love it. Turn the first forest piece of each round into a plain. Gain 10. Gain 10 for each aligned building. Tax office. Interesting. This is just a better wood clearer. No, it's the same wood clearer. Give me clearing. I think that's fine. I've taken damage, but I'm not out yet. You refill with gold. I know I can. Another hostile region. What do we got in terms of upgrades? It's definitely time. It has to be a military upgrade. I think that the watchtower is great here. So I'm going to upgrade you. And then we're out for now, but that's okay. Let's fight. Another good little hostile region. We'll get things going. Send me in. I like the perks we have. I like the buffs we have. Let's make it happen. So, a wood clear, don't really care. Lumber camp early to just place like here. Ah, yeah, you get converted into a plains. That's a great point. That's a really good argument. Let's put that there. We need to build forest in the middle. You gain for each connected forest. I put you there. This comes down onto here. The wood clear is important, okay? But not yet, okay? Not yet. You come down here. I like... but I can't put that into there, man. So I have to... I gotta think about this. I'm gonna put you here. Potentially against my own will, but I think it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna put you here. And then we need this to hit like the largest majority of things, which makes it a good candidate for this spot right here. And then the idea would be we drop this down. Again, it's a lot of fields. We just need to now make that happen. I think that this is the perfect spot for this. Aligned buildings, I guess that one thing that was aligned buildings, we are, in fact, aligning the buildings pretty well. But then we can go... do I want this straight down? Not really. I want this. There's some questionable decisions that I'm going to be making here momentarily. I'm just going to warn you right now. But I'm doing it for the purpose of resource collection. Turns each adjacent forest into a plain. I have to put this here. I cannot put that there. Yeah, I can't put that there. Because it's going to break my connector that's getting me the benefit out of this. So then you have to go over here. Connected forest. Again, we don't really care. No, you know what? I have to. We say goodbye to our lumber camp, activating that. This gets buffed, but I care more about the line exploration. And then we can mess around with a rally camp like here. And we can build the plains around that. This slides down into here. Oh, that's gonna buff that, man. I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah, we gotta be careful here, for sure. I do think that this watchtower is in good shape, though. Because we have another really nice buff coming in momentarily. Swap me to this guy, please, and then put this down. This tile is gonna get buffed by the farm. Honestly, all of those will get buffed, and then this will get buffed further. And then our rally point is set up for a good time momentarily. This goes here. This tile is so important. It's insane. Is actually like the world's most important tile. This can just go here. And then this is amazing. Okay. We're a little weak militarily on this one. Filled the grid kind of nice, but this was a big miss for me. We have to send you into this and then just go tackle these two. I think we have a small loss on this one. Yeah, it's more than small, okay? It's a 9-point loss. But I don't necessarily mind that because, again, we prioritized resources for a lot of this. I could have played differently to get others. Increase your max defense by 10. I mean, that seems okay. Hunting lodge that is military and production. Recruit an archer and harvest 3 for each connected forest. That's very interesting. This is really quite interesting what you got there. Just give me the strong defender, though. Because we have the money, right? Trading fair. I don't even know what I want from this. We don't necessarily need the food. I'm not necessarily sure I need any of this. But I guess I have to choose one, huh? I can't leave it. Okay. Look at the deck. Do we have anything that upgrades just from food? Or from wood? No. So then it has to be wood for gold. But if I do that, then the only thing I can upgrade is this, which I actually think is fine. Okay. Yeah, let's go wood for gold. We'll get ourselves back up to full here, at least close to full. I'll spend the 300 on lucky finds, which I don't think is actually necessarily beneficial for us at this point. And then we will upgrade our wood clearer. Yeah, we'll upgrade our wood clearer to be range 3 instead. Seems okay. This seems fine. And then we go into our boss battle, the wall. Okay, not Pink Floyd. Little different. Let's see what's going on with the wall. I'm a little afraid, but I'm sure that it'll be fine. Okay. You've got some patrols at the end of the round. The enemy recruits 3 for each empty spot in the grid. If a piece locks in the red area, the wall appears immediately and the round ends. Oh, what the frick? Okay. Good part is that our archer is going to be strong. It's really whenever we see archer, we're upset. So this is good. This is going to be interesting. If it touches the red, the game immediately ends. I have like no space. Wall's a mighty boss. Forces you to play compact. End of the round gains units for each hole left in the grid. Pay attention to the red zone. If it locks here, the round ends immediately. Brother, we're cooked. We're like heckin' screwed. But maybe we can figure something out. Okay. Let's lumber camp here. Put you on top of it. I don't love the way that I've configured this already. Some terrible setups have occurred. Oh, brother, it's actually, like, really, really bad. It's gotta be... You can't put a watchtower there, man. You cannot put a watchtower there. And you punish me for holes in the grid. It's a mess. It's a mess. Let's put you here. That connects up that. You still punish me for holes in the grid. I don't love you punishing me for holes in the grid. And I can't afford to do this. So I'm going to watchtower here. Okay, interesting. That's... So it's going to continue to rise. You're looking at this watchtower going, Tyler, are you the biggest idiot of all time? The answer is not yet, okay? The answer is I might be in a little bit, but for now I'm not. We can put down our new lumber mill that's upgraded, and this all becomes fine. So place down... That's my rally point. That's my freaking rally point, brother. Okay, no, it's horrible. It's really bad. It's really bad. I thought that was the enemies. We are anti-cooking right now. Put him here is gonna buff him. It's gonna buff him. Jimmy buff him. Okay. Just build some lines. We have to stay... We have to stay somewhat secure and fresh here. Obviously, we screwed up this rally point. These are my only military beings. I have to really make this work. Put a farm here. That at least buffs you a little bit. We need to get our wood clearer right here. Okay. So this becomes okay. Still connected. The resources are largely irrelevant right now, but that's okay. Put this here. This is a really nice tile for over here. And then this wood clearer is about to go insane. But we are hurt, okay? There's no denying we are definitely a little bit hurt. This is massive. You now convert a lot of this. This guy's about to get... that's massive too. This guy gets buffed. Okay, we're back. We're so back. It's like we never left. Well, it was messy. It was messy. Siege camp is... Eliminates from my people within range. Which they won't be. So you know what? Send it. Military is adjacent forest. I'll put you over here. It will not be an adjacent forest. This is also going to clear it and then give me more farm. Yeah. It's lovely. Your adjacent forest in the plain. I put you here. And then I put you here. I put you here. Push my wall up, please. I'm ready. Then we can put down this. I think the wall is, like, ready to be placed, man. Yeah, you're gonna place on this turn. Let's get one more line exploration. So we have a singular extra spot. And then I have to place the wall. I can't rotate it. Okay, I mean, place the frickin' wall. Oh, that's horrible, man. That's horrible? That's so hard. Okay. Dude, we might be cooked. Here I was thinking we were doing okay. We might be cooked, though. Let's combine you. And then it has to be just attack. I mean, it's not great, but I think there's a chance that we win. Okay? We at least... It's a large victory against you. 23 plus 35. Oh my god, we lose by 1 health. Are you freaking kidding me? I've never been more angry in my life. We lose by 1 health. 1 health on the boss, man. Frick me. That is hilarious. But that's the Drop Duchy demo, man. You guys got to check this one out. It's a really fun game. The depth of strategy in this, I can already see with more tiles and more buildings and just different bosses that work differently. And then you have different, classes that you can play as. I think this is going to be a really good one, man. I'm excited to see the full release here when it releases. For now, though, you can wishlist the game, you can check it out, play the demo for yourself. Link in the description down below. I had a blast. You will too. Thank you for the Sleepy Mill Studio for sponsoring this episode of Drop Duchy. I'm going to play it more in the future because I liked it a lot. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.